Hi, my name is Eddie Wilson, the founder and owner of Think Realty, the world's largest real estate investment media platform. Also, I own the American Association of Private Lenders, the world's largest aggregation of private lending capital. Each and every week, my life comes in contact with some incredible people. I want to take you on a journey as you get to see behind the scenes and learn more about them, from billionaires to politicians to media moguls and more. I'm going to take you with me behind the scenes for Titan Talk. Get ready for Titan Talk.
A Titan is one who has an ability to visualize what others do not see, the tenacity to create opportunity where others have failed, and the resolve to build empires where once there was merely empty space. Tom Meade is exactly that. Sometimes we look for Titan status on the national level, but in the lending world it can be found anywhere. Tom is a Titan of Boston. When it comes to Boston real estate, it's his town. He has found Titan status there by knowing the market and being creative in his understanding of real estate finance and structure. Listen as he gives you the keys on how to own your market.
What's it like working with Tom?
Tom's one of the guys that you love to work with. And I would say with his clients, he is solution oriented. But even with his investors, he's open book and tells it how it is to get them an understanding of what's happening with the business. The one thing I can tell you about Tom is he was born and raised in the South Boston area, and he truly has a unique ability that sets him apart from the national lender landscape by able to go street by street and neighborhood by neighborhood in the South Boston area and be able to really put a true valuation on the particular properties. And that's a unique asset to his investors.
So we're like, hammer and nails kind of guys.
It's always great when my lender hops out and he's still got a tool belt on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that they can talk your talk.
Right.
Is that kind of the guy that Tom is?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would just say that working in an office like this is more akin to a family than it is a corporate office feeling. I mean, we're all jovial, and especially with Tom because he's nothing but smiles all day long.
So what's it like working with this guy?
Well, I've been doing it for a while on and off, so
Yeah?
not bad at all. No.
I've known this guy his whole life.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yep. It's not bad working for the boss either. He's all right.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm learning new stuff too all the time from Tommy, so
Yeah.
that's good. I've been watching him for a lot of years now, so
Yeah.
We're really trying to be as customer service as we can to the borrower. So we kind of say to the borrower that we're their business advisor and confidant first, and we just happen to be in the lending business as well.
Tom, it's really good to be with you in the office today, and it's been awesome to kind of look at your organization as a whole. I mean, I've known you for a while, but to come in and see your people and be able to see deals, it's made a big difference. But if you don't mind, just explain to me what Touchstone is. I know that maybe there's some confusion on how you do deals and stuff like that, and we'll get into it, but what is Touchstone?
I mean, at the base of it, Touchstone is think of it as like a boutique real estate private equity firm.
Okay.
That's just a fancy way to say we make investments in real estate deals, and we do that in a variety of ways. More recently, we've been focused on first mortgage lending, bridge loans, mostly construction.
Sure.
But more recently, we're finding there's a real need in the market for equity capital, restructuring. With the liquidity crunch due to COVID, we're seeing a lot of opportunity more on what we call the sponsor side, where Touchstone would actually act as the developer or co-sponsor of a deal. And so we pick and choose. What I say, I guess, is we pick and choose on the sponsorship side what deals we're going to get involved with on a sponsorship level. Whereas the lending business, like I say, we closed $50 million in hard money loans last year, And we did that with the staff you met here today.
So if I could kind of rephrase it and just see if I'm on the same page as you, Touchstone's kind of the catalyst for all of your deal making. So it's like I'm an investor and I come in and I say, hey Tom, I'm a real passive investor. I just want to put my money someplace that's secure, that earns a decent return. Maybe that's your mortgage pool where you're lending on my behalf. Or if I really am a real estate guy and I go, hey, I want to see the deals, then maybe I get in your mortgage pool, but then also you start sending me those one-off deals.
Exactly right.
That I can get excited about.
Exactly, because what we do is in the pooled mortgage fund, we sort of set a box and we say, okay, look, this is what's called discretionary capital. Investor puts their money in, and then Touchstone underwrites and closes these individual mortgage loans.
Sure.
So that's discretionary, but we try and put a box on it. So you as the investor, roughly what your money is going to be invested in.
Sure.
And then exactly right. Then for for the rest of our investor network and some of our preferred developers, we get into these one-off situations where we'll co-sponsor a deal or put in some junior equity, and those generate higher returns. Typically have a little more risk. And that's exactly what you're saying for guys like you who can underwrite a deal by deal basis. Those are the types of deals that might be of interest to you.
Sure. What I love about that model is that you're first of all, your boots on the ground here in Boston, and you know the market. But the thing is what makes me most nervous sometimes about investing in a pooled mortgage fund is that if they end up taking the deals back, that they don't necessarily have the structure to do something with that disposition.
Yeah.
And so for you're underwriting the deal going, if I get this one back, it might be something I would be interested in actually taking action on.
Right. Many times we can make more money if we ended up taking it back.
Sure.
And we're not that, sort of what they call loan-to-own shop. On the mortgage side, we want to make mortgages and we want to be paid back on our mortgages.
Right.
We're not Wall Street guys trying to do real estate deals. We're real estate guys, trying to raise more money to do more real estate deals.
Right, right. Tapping into maybe some Wall Street capital, right?
Exactly, right.
What's the most difficult thing that you faced in building the business and kind of becoming who you are in the Boston community?
Far and away, it's been scale, right? Typical entrepreneur problem.
Sure.
When I have a little $2 million fund, we're only doing, $2 or $3 million a year in originations.
Sure.
I underwrite every deal. And then it got to the point, once you get outside where physically I couldn't do all the construction inspections that we have now. So starting to delegate, starting to make sure we have the systems and processes and asset management checks.
And so now, a year ago, now you're up to 50 million in originations, or close to it. And, so, I mean, you obviously did find a way to scale.
Yeah.
And you did make that leap.
Yes, yeah, and it's been a couple of things from a capital perspective. In 2019, we mostly used the secondary market, so we sold off our loans. So from a capital perspective, that's how we were able to ride up that curve like that. Literally, we went from $2 or $3 million a year in the first couple of years of the fund to 26 million closed in 2018. To just under 50 million in 2019.
Yeah.
And we did that with a combination of new capital raise, like I say, and the loan sale model.